Something, guys. I'm not feeling too well. Yeah, we've got a match preview to talk about. Before I get into that, you know, I think we need to talk about the other night. The other night was ridiculous. I will talk about this until, in case anybody comes in. But look at the stats. We had 22 shots off goal and 8 on goal. That's 30 shots at West Ham. We had 30 shots at West Ham. Scored none. Who does that? Who does that? They had a total of 6 shots. 6 goal attempts to our 30, and we lost 2-0. Is this are we going to win the league with this? Are we going to win the Champions League with this? Who does that? I don't even think Man United do that. 30 attempts, and we didn't even score 1 goal. It's quite clear cut. What's the problem then, isn't it? It's quite clear. It's obviously quite clear what the problem is. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 30 attempts against one of our rivals, you could say, as it's a London derby. But we've got a match preview to talk about. And that's another London derby against Fulham. 2 p.m. kickoff tomorrow afternoon. Match preview. Let's get it. First off, I want to start off by saying I don't think we want to win this one either. I think I said from when we drew against Fulham, I said London derbies this season were going to be shit. You know what I mean? And we've only beaten Brentford and Crystal Palace. In true Jericho and Hyde style, Fulham posted back-to-back 5-0 wins before losing 3 consecutive league games without scoring a single goal ahead of this New Year's Eve clash. Well, we know Fulham are going to score some goals in, don't we? That run culminated in a 3-0 humbling by Bournemouth, meaning that the Cottagers need to win here if they want any chance of welcoming 2024 without losing more ground in the Premier League top half. Posting a positive result isn't beyond Fulham, who ran out winners in 5 of the last 8 year-ending league games, won 5, drawn 2, and lost 1. Despite their fabulous festive record, though, the hosts may feel trepidation headed into this clash against London rivals Arsenal, especially given that the Cottagers have lost 5 of their last 7 Premier League home London derbies without scoring. Won 1, drawn 1, lost 5. That's a fate that Arsenal themselves have just suffered as they lost 2-0 at home to London rivals West Ham in the midweek. A result which saw the Gunners painfully miss the chance to end round 19 top of the table. The Gunners can still move to the summit at the end of 2023 with a win here, albeit that would be provisional lead with Liverpool playing on New Year's Day. After drawing the reverse head-to-head in August, Arsenal are at risk of failing to pick up a league win against Fulham in one season for the first time in over a decade. Despite that, Mikel Arteta's side have incredibly scored 3 goals each of their last 4 away head-to-heads, and not since 1939 have Arsenal recorded a longer run of away head-to-heads against one opponent with 3+ scored goals. So the players to watch as I said in one of my last videos, that Jimenez is set to come back after suspension. So we know what that means, don't we? You know what that means. And it says here that Gabriel Jesus could be the man to inspire Arsenal. I'm sorry. Looking at Jesus in his last game, I call cap. You know what I mean? I call cap. So players that will not play for us is Vieira and Timber. And questionable is Partey and Tomiyasu. So if we go onto the head-to-heads, this gets interesting. This gets interesting, right? Fulham have won 2 of the last 5 games, right, in all competitions. Lost against Bournemouth, 3-0 at Bournemouth. Lost at home to Burnley, 2-0. Lost at Everton in the penalty shootout in the AFL Cup quarterfinals. Lost at Newcastle 3-0 and smoked West Ham 5-0. You know, the team that we failed to beat at our home patch. Arsenal's last 5 matches. We've won 1 of our last 5. We lost 2-0 against West Ham on our home turf.
Emotional damage.
We drew at Liverpool 1-1. We won against Brighton at home 2-0. We drew against PSV 1-1 and lost at Aston Villa 1-0. So let's go to the head-to-heads. So our last 5 matches against each other. Obviously, last time out, Fulham almost won at the Emirates, ended up drawing 2-2. Before that, we won 3-0 at Craven Cottage. Before that, we won 2-1 at the Emirates. Before that, we drew 1-1 at the Emirates. Before that, we won 3-0 at Craven Cottage. So Fulham haven't beaten us since 2012. And that was at Craven Cottage. 2-1. That's the last time they've beaten us. So 11 years since Fulham have last beaten Arsenal. Last time they won, have they even won at the Emirates before? No, Fulham have never won at the Emirates before. Whenever they've beaten us, it's been at their ground. They've beaten us. If I can go back as far as I can, Fulham have beaten us at the Craven Cottage about 3 times in the Premier League. Beaten us in 2006, beat us in 2008, and they beat us in 2012. So clearly, Fulham, on paper, they don't have a good record against Arsenal. But I'm saying we ain't winning this game. I'm going for a Fulham 2-1 win. Because this is that kind of game. We've just seen Fulham, right? When they had Jimenez in the team, there were smoking teams, right? The smoked Forest 5-0, right? Jimenez was on fire. He gets sent off in one of the games. They start losing. The only win was the EFL Cup in recent times, apart from smoking West Ham 5-0. Well, they lost 2 on the bounce without scoring. now Arsenal comes down. I'm not feeling too good. Now Arsenal comes down. You know what I mean? I sound like Sean Dyche now. Now Arsenal comes down. I'll be surprised if we win this game. We sat second in the table. It's a chance to go top. Woohoo. Rather be top in May, being champions. Fulham are 13th in the table. A win for them will take them a point behind Bournemouth, who have a game in hand. So, yeah, we need to bounce back. We need a heavy bounce back because 30 shots at West Ham the other night, and they only had 6. They were the ones that won 2-0. Been trying to tell you, man, about Brazilian Welbeck. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to react to my own video, right? I'm going to react to my own video. I called this. I called this. I called this. I absolutely called this. This is before Jesus even arrived at Arsenal. So let me just give me a moment to find what I need to find. Why is he doing that? Right. It was months ago I uploaded it, but it was nearly 2 years ago when I said it. Let me just find it. Because I called this. Hang on a minute. It's not did I skip it? I think it's showing it's not showing. Oh, it's showing the latest. Yeah, it should. Did I play it was it during last season when I played it? I uploaded it. Probably was. Where is it? Oh, there it is. My opinion on Gabriel Jesus before he signed for Arsenal. This is 8 months ago. This is when I posted this on Instagram, right? Right. Let me share my screen. Let me share my because man think I'm lying. Man think I'm lying. You might should be able to see this now. Should be able to see this. Let me see if you can see it. This is being slow, man. Yeah, you can see it. Right. This is what I said. Right. 23rd of April, 2022. This was when Jesus was linked. He's a Brazilian Welbeck. Let me have a little rant about this. And you can see my profile picture up there, right? This is what I said. Understand that I don't really rate Gabriel Jesus. I don't think he's a shit striker or anything like that. I just like signing him because let's face it, if we're gonna sign him, we're probably gonna get rid of Lacazette. You know what I mean? So we're signing an add-on basically because that's what he is to Man City. He's just an add-on. I mean, Man City don't rely on this guy. You know what I mean? Man City are the type. Well, Gabriel Jesus is a type where Man City go 3 up and he makes it 4. You know what I mean? He's the add-on. You know, if you download the game from the PlayStation Store, Xbox Live Store, whatever, right? You download the game and then you get the add-on that comes with it for whatever it is. You don't get the add-on without getting the game. That's what Gabriel Jesus is. He's an add-on. He's an add-on into Man City's team. You know what I mean? Man City can do more than good enough not having him. You know what I mean? Right, when you think about what everything that Arsenal want to do, I don't think let me bring that back. More than good enough not having him. And Man City did more when they didn't have him because the first season after they got rid of him, they won the treble. But you know, I'm just somebody on YouTube. You know what I mean? Right, when you think about what everything that Arsenal want to do, I don't think Gabriel Jesus alone is the answer. He's not no Van Persie. Van Persie in 2011-12 season, you think Gabriel Jesus carries us to top 4 the way Van Persie did that season? You know what I mean? And the thing is, Gabriel Jesus didn't even carry us to top 4 when we finished second last season either. So again, I'm right. And these are things that when you're an Arsenal supporter, at least you have to think about these things when your club's been linked with a certain striker. You know what I mean? You have to think of, well, what you know what I mean? Because people, it's easy to look at, oh, he's at Man City and he won all these trophies, mate. It's easy to say that, but he was an add-on. You know what I mean? He ain't no Van Persie of 2012 that carried Arsenal to the top four. I mean, if Man City are 1-0 down, right? In 70 minutes, they're still 1-0 down, right? If they win 3-1, Gabriel Jesus scores the third goal. That's, you know what I mean? That's what you call an add-on. Because Man City were going to win the game, probably, had he not. Now, I'm not saying Gabriel Jesus has had moments for Man City where he's been effective or anything like that, but he's you know what I mean? 2-0 down, you're not thinking about, oh, Jesus is going to get a hat-trick. But you think that about players like Mane or something. You know what I mean? That's just the way I look at it. You know what I mean? It's easy to beat off over Jesus because he's Brazilian. That's basically what it is. You know what I mean? That's what has man leaking. You get me? Wanting to spray kids all over the place. The fact that he's Brazilian. That's basically it. And he's scored goals and stuff. But I mean, I haven't, from what I've seen of him. Nah, I won't be gassed if, say, Arsenal was to sign him. You know what I mean? Just like I wasn't gassed when we got David Luiz. I mean, I just don't see him that way. Yep, that day that I made that post, he actually scored 4 goals for Man City in one game, and I think that was against Watford or someone. He scored 4 goals that day. But yeah, my point still stands. My point still stands. And everyone else has seen it now. How did I see it before I even became an Arsenal player? I mean, and some of you watch football way more than me. You watch other football games and everything like that way more than me. Yeah, I knew because I watched Man City. I've seen what they've achieved, and I've seen how he's been effective in some games, but not all the games. You know what I mean? Called it Brazilian Welbeck. You know what I mean? And then you look at the last game against West Ham. He'll have the odd moments, but you know what I mean? He's only got 3 goals in the league this season in 13, 14 starts. Not good enough. Not good enough. Personally, I think maybe maybe Arteta should explore while he can explore swapping places. Put Martinelli down the middle and put Jesus on the left. Maybe try that. Something's not clicking anymore with this team. Not like last season. Last season we were beating it. You know what I mean? Look how we downgraded, and we did all that last season to win nothing. Unbelievable. This sort of downgrade is what would happen to a team that won the league. Let's say we won the league last season, and you look at how we played for most of the season, right? I would expect this kind of downgrade after that triumph. You know what I mean? And now we need to work around with something different. Because we bottled the league last season, let's call it what it is. And then we've gone down this spiral, playing how we are now. It makes it even worse. You know what I mean? Because we're not here trying to retain the league title. We're trying to actually win it for the first time since 2004. This is ridiculous. And I don't think we're going to beat Fulham. We might do. We might smoke Fulham, and then all is forgiven. Knowing this fan base. You know what I mean? Got Liverpool, first game of next year. in the FA Cup, a game I do not believe we're going to win. Because Arteta, personally, I think all he cares about is trying to win the league and the Champions League. I don't mind that he's trying to win those two. I just don't appreciate throwing FA Cups and EFL Cups away in the process. Man City didn't do that. You think they were happy when Southampton beat them in the EFL Cup last season? They could have won a quadruple. They literally could have won a quadruple. If they'd have got to the final in the EFL Cup last season, they'd have won it. And they would have done a quadruple, maybe. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's it for this video. I thought I'd go live with it because yeah, I just felt like going live instead of pre-recording it, making some edits and then uploading it. I think, I ain't gonna do a watch along for this because I'm gonna be out watching this game tomorrow. But I'll be back for the match reaction. But yeah, last preview of the year. May I add, last match preview of the year. And then the match reaction will be the last of 2023. And in terms of Arsenal years, you can thank God that 2023 is over because it's been a shit year for Arsenal. Again, you know what I mean? Best thing to come of it is that, we ended up getting a shield that we got a handout in. Anyways, guys, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials, links in the description below, and I'll see you guys for the match reaction to where we probably haven't beaten Fulham, but we'll see. Anyways, peace.